Hey guys, what's up? It's Naomi. Welcome back to my channel. So today what we're going to be doing is the second video in my 12 Days of Christmas series, and this is also the second video in my Saint and Sinner holiday looks series as well. This is the Saint side that we use today. This whole side. That's the side that we use today to create this really crazy look that I have going on. So basically this is just a purple crazy smoky eye explosion on my face, and I was inspired by the Sugar Plum Fairy and just getting frostbitten in the snow, I guess. That was my inspiration for this whole thing, was just like the Sugar Plum Fairy if she had went evil and got frozen. So this is basically what I came up with. I hope you guys really enjoy this video. Don't forget to like and subscribe if you haven't already. I'm really close to 120 subscribers, so all it takes is to you guys to hit that subscribe button down below. If you want to be notified whenever my 12 Days of Christmas videos go up, don't forget to hit that bell down below right next to the subscribe button so you know when I'm gonna upload. YouTube should notify you. Don't know if they will, but they should. So yeah, without further ado, we're gonna go ahead and get into the video. Thank you guys so much for watching, and I hope you enjoy. See you in a minute. We're gonna be using our Saint and Sinner palette today. We're gonna start with the color Baptism. Baptism in my crease on a fluffy brush. Nothing too crazy. Pretty simple. Then I'm going to go in with the color Crucifix. This palette is so hard to handle, but this is Crucifix right here, this dark brown. And I'm going to go in with that same fluffy brush. It's very pigmented. And I'm just going to go ahead and knock some off my brush, and we're just going to start placing that here in the outer corner of the eye and bringing it all the way into the inner corner of the eye. I'm sure I've already told you that my eyes are primed, but anyway, I'm not really worrying about what this looks like right now because it's all gonna look like one big dark bruised eye. I'm just kind of taking it in a winged out shape like we did with our last really dramatic Christmas look. We're just gonna kind of build up that color for a minute just so we can get our really dark base down, because I didn't want to go in with our purple like right off the bat. I'm gonna pick up this little It brush from Ulta, well, It for Ulta brushes, and it's the Flawless all over shadow brush that looks a little something like that. And I'm gonna pick up the color Worship in the palette, which is this shimmery dark purple here. I'm gonna pick up that color. I hate that it's a shimmer, but we're gonna get over it. Gonna load that on our brush and just start to pack that on the inner and outer corners of the eyes. This shadow is actually super duper pigmented. I was very pleasantly surprised. It applies really well with a brush. The shimmer does still translate, but it's not like so bad. So we're just packing that on the inner and outer corners of the eye, trying to leave that middle section as bare we can. Then I'm gonna dip into Rosary, which is this color down here, that one, which is like kind of a cranberry plummy kind of color, and we're gonna layer that right on top of the Worship color. For some reason I was like, oh, this is starting to get a little dark and ashy, let me just warm it back up, because for some reason I can't handle cool tones. But as you can see, I very clearly brought it back down to cool toned. Going back over again with Worship, that really dark purple, and just kind of bringing it all together. And then I'm gonna get some of that light pink Baptism color again and just start blending out the edges of this. Because this look is so messy, like honestly, it's okay. Now we're gonna go ahead and cut the crease because I'm happy with the way that looks, because we're gonna go back in and darken it up later. So I'm gonna use the Kat Von D Lock It Concealer Cream. This is in the color L1 Neutral. And I'm gonna use my little pointed Sonia Kashuk brush for this. It's technically a concealer brush, which is cool, but I'm just gonna be using that, and I'm gonna take it directly off the wand. We're gonna coat both sides of the brush, and we're just gonna go in, kind of map out on the lid first, get the majority of the product on the lid, and then slowly bring it up. I pull my eyelid taut. They all tell you not to do that because then, you know, you're like stretching out your eyelid and everything. But I have kind of crinkled eyelids, so the only way that this works is if I pull it taut. And don't worry, like I said, if it's a little messy, it's gonna get covered up with shadow anyway. So, and we're also just kind of like once again with our graphic liner, we're just gonna kind of create that flick slash pointed shape. Now we're gonna use the NYX glitter glue. I'm gonna take a tiny bit on, like just a dollop on that concealer brush, and I'm gonna set down on the outer corner of the eye with that glitter glue, because we're going in with this really shimmery, sparkly shade Cathedral right there. We're going to pick it up on the other side of that brush and just begin to lay it down. Now, I did notice that the glitter glue kind of messed with the shimmer in this, which is kind of weird, honestly. But you can kind of see what it's doing, but basically that's just to get that shape down, and then I'm going to go back over it with my finger. So just be forewarned, it kind of oxidates, like it does something weird. Going in again with the glitter glue on the other side. But yeah, it does something strange, oddly enough, to the shadow when it comes in contact with the glitter glue. That's just to get that base of it down though, so don't panic too much that it's like not perfect. So now I'm going in with my finger and just dabbing over, and you can see like that's almost an instant difference what that does to that. And then we're gonna take our glitter glue one more time, straight in the middle of the eye, a little overlapping. Get our finger again, and we're going in with Heaven right over, and that's that really bright silver in the palette. Now we're gonna go in with our fluffy brush and a little more of that Worship color, knock it off, and then go over the edge of that cut crease. And you might be thinking, Naomi, why would you spend all of that time cutting the crease and then going over it? Well, my friend, and I'm mixing Crucifix and Worship right now. Basically, I didn't like the way that it looked with a cut crease, like a perfect cut crease. It looked too clean. I was like, let's just make this darker and messier and a little bit grungier concealer. What we're gonna do now is take a little definer brush, and this is the e.l.f. smudge brush. It looks a little something like that, and we're going into the shade Worship, and we're just gonna kind of flick it along the lash line to bring back a little bit of that grunge, a little bit of that dirtiness to the look. Now I'm gonna take our concealer again, and I'm gonna go over my brow. I thought about doing bleached brows, and then I was like, nah. So basically what I'm doing instead is kind of like a bleached brow effect. It's a little more of like a frosted brow. You're gonna see what I'm talking about. I'm just gonna take my Maybelline Lasting Drama eye crayon in the color white. It's just a white eye crayon, and I'm going to kind of map out and go through my brows with this. kind of see that it gives like that frostbitten look to it. And then I'm just gonna go through the brow. I'm gonna pick up a little bit of Heaven on my finger and just start to dab it into the brow itself. All right, now what we're gonna do is we are going to grab our bent liner brush like this, and I'm gonna just go ahead and tight line. You can tight line with whatever you have. I'm gonna take our little bent liner brush and go back into the shade Worship, and kind of like, we're not really filling in our brow. We're just kind of mapping out our brow a little bit. Go through it again and go over with my sponge just to kind of clean it up a little bit. And I'm gonna go through on this side with this white eyeliner one more time. I think it's so cool how it ends up looking like it's like a frostbitten brow. And we're just gonna go through one more time with that spoolie. Now we're gonna go in with our handy dandy makeup wipe and clean up under our eyes. Okay, we're just gonna take our fluffy brush one more time. Just kind of run over those edges one more time. We're gonna put some of our concealer down here just so we can get us a base, kind of like we did with the other Christmas look where we had our base down. And now we're just gonna set it with some setting powder. I'm gonna pick up my e.l.f. Professional Eye Brush, and we're gonna go in with the color Baptism one more time, and we're just gonna smoke out that lower lash line. And going so far. And now here's the fun part, is going to be mascara. And we're not using false lashes for this look. We're actually using a colored mascara. Any purple mascara will do, but I have the Too Faced special edition one. And we're just gonna coat our lashes with a little bit of this purple mascara. Fun part. So we're gonna take Heaven on our finger, and we're going to coat our freshly painted lashes with like all the mixture of the lighter shades on this side, and just to kind of give it like that frostbitten, like been out in the snow kind of crumbly look. And then I'm just gonna clean up under here so that way whenever we go to put on our foundation, it won't all be like mixed up in there. Final step, we're gonna put mascara on our lower lashes. It's gonna be that same purple mascara. And then we're gonna take Heaven and coat our bottom lashes. And also take Heaven and put it right smack dab in the center of the eye. I'm gonna do my face makeup off camera, and I'll be right back. Alright, you guys, so that is everything. That is the finished look. I added some glitter off camera. The glitter that I used are the little Wet n Wild Color Icon glitter. That's what these little glitters look like. And the highlight I used is like a mixture of everything, literally everything. Underneath the sun, this Becca Rose Quartz highlighter. I used the Anastasia Beverly Hills Glow Kit, the color Forever Lit, the Nicole Guerrero Glow Kit, and I also used this Mega Glow highlighting powder in the shade Lilac to Reality. So that's what this is with the glitter on top. I really love the way that this look turned out. Oh, and before I forget, my lips are just the color from Maybelline Daringly Nude with the Urban Decay Fever Vivid, or it's like Vice Special Effects lip top coat, and then this highlighter over, as well as a little bit of this glitter in Bleached. That's what that's called. This one right here. It's called Bleached. And the other one is called Spiked, the silver. But I hope you guys really enjoyed this video. If you did, don't forget to like and subscribe, and make sure you hit that little notification bell down below so you're notified of my next video in this series. Thank you guys so much for watching. I hope you have a great day or night wherever you are, and I'll catch you on the next one.